guys, this is Mike, also known as the One Fig Man out on the internet. I'm really excited today to bring you an interview that I have with a couple of people with some really exciting news. We have Thierry from Figues du Monde. He is a huge fig enthusiast who's been collecting figs from around the world and growing them out for decades. He has over 600 varieties of figs that he has established a relationship here in the United States to be able to provide us with his cuttings. So now we are able to purchase Figues du Monde cuttings here in the United States. Now, before we get carried away and start worrying about all the various issues that come up from all this stuff, I also wanted to introduce Bill. Bill is a huge fig enthusiast who has been exploring, researching figs for many, many years now, and has a strong interest in figs just like the rest of us. Apparently, these two guys got together and have a brainchild that we're here to share with you. Thierry, what made you create a branch of Figues du Monde for USA here in the United States? Why create Figues du Monde for USA?
Because there was lots of demand, and I can't care. I can't give all my time in distribute all the cuttings, because it's a big part of the job. I spend more time on now on caring about my conservatory and finding new cuttings, new good variety around the Mediterranean country. And I met Bill, and it was a good opportunity because we have a good friendship now. So I trust him, and voila, that's it.
So Bill, what's your view on this? What's your angle on this? How are you involved? What is Figues du Monde for USA, and how are you involved with it?
First and foremost, like all of the people that I'm sure are watching this video, I'm passionate about figs. And those of us who are passionate about figs, we go through sort of the same sort of metamorphosis. We read everything we can. We buy different cultivars and grow them. And in my exploration and around the world looking at different collectors, I came across Thierry as the person in Europe who, for me, was the foremost authority, most well-respected individual in Europe, growing and developing new cultivars. So I reached out to Thierry, and we began a relationship. Obviously, Thierry's selling his cuttings primarily into Europe. Some of those cuttings have come into the United States in the last 10 or 12 years. But it's sort of catch and catch can. We're in the United States selling what we have, or growing what we have. But, Thierry has access to a lot of really new and interesting cultivars that Figues du Monde for USA would like to help introduce to North America.
So where are these cuttings coming from? I mean, why, Thierry, can't I just go to you and buy these cuttings directly? Is Bill acting like a middleman? How are these? If I want to get these cuttings, should I go to you?
Now you should go to Bill now. Yeah, that's the thing easiest for me, and you can be sure to have the right variety coming from me.
So Bill, then what are you doing? Are you just getting them from Thierry and reselling them?
Well, let me just take one step back. Thierry's trees are in the United States already, 3 different ways. Some people had been buying Thierry's product and bringing it into the United States and growing Thierry's trees for a few years. So some of Thierry's trees are already established in the United States. That's number one. Number two, there are also some private collectors that have been able to source some of Thierry's product and quietly grow his trees in the United States. And thirdly, there are some universities who are conducting research on figs, cold hardy figs, figs for commercial sales, that have sourced Thierry's varieties. And what Figues du Monde for USA did with Thierry's help is go out and contact those 3 entities, other people that have had relationships with Thierry in the past, private collectors, those universities, and source products, source cuttings and or trees, which we are now growing in North America that will be the mother tree source for the cuttings that we sell.
So what kind of cuttings can I expect? First off, what varieties are you going to offer, Bill?
Well, as Thierry mentioned previously, he's growing about 600 varieties in the south of France. Obviously, we're not going to offer for sale all 600 varieties, but what Thierry's been able to do is help us understand from his perspective which of those varieties he thinks will grow best in North American climates, particularly common figs. His recommendations for what he thinks we should start growing. We have sourced those trees through those three sources which I've just mentioned, and are now growing those mother trees in the United States. The cuttings are coming from those sources.
Thierry, are your fig trees common? Smyrna? Do they require pollination?
99% are common. I have some Smyrna because in my collection, like ZD, for example, coming from Tunisia, I collect some good Smyrna for special collector. Otherwise, but they are all common.
Okay. So Bill,
what you can absolutely be sure of when you source a cutting from Figues du Monde for USA, you're going to be sure that Thierry and myself are standing behind the history of that tree, that it's a Thierry cutting, that it's authentic, and then God forbid if it wasn't, we'll stand behind it. So you can be sure when you get one of our cuttings, you're getting the real deal.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. What kind of expectations can I have? Is it like the same as buying from Thierry? So it sounds like it is.
It is. I can't guarantee you're going to get a fig on every node, but I will guarantee you it's a fig from Thierry's collection.
How do I reach out to you if I have more questions? Should I email you directly, Thierry, or should I email Bill? Thierry, who do I speak to?
A couple of different ways. First and foremost, Thierry and myself have a position on our figs, FDM, Figues du Monde for USA at our figs. You can contact us there.
That's the message board, our figs.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Or on Gmail, FDM, Figues du Monde for USA on gmail.com. If you send us an email there, I will get it, and Thierry and I will respond. And we're going to be selling those cuttings on figbid.com.
That's excellent. That's awesome. So I will definitely establish and post some of those links below. So if any of our viewers are interested, they could have that information and reach out to you guys. What else can you guys share with us? I mean, I'm really excited myself. Thierry, I love your varieties that I've seen so far. I like the idea of being able to get fig cuttings from you, or established or verified varieties of yours that stands behind your reputation from a source here in the United States. So that's fantastic, and I'm real excited about that. I love that you guys are doing this. I think also that that this will help mitigate some of those expensive costs. I know I've seen some cuttings out there that have been really, really pricey. So I'm excited about this, and I really appreciate you guys doing this. Thank you.
One thing, Mike, could you please in the bottom insert Thierry's website, Figues du Monde, because
Absolutely.
People can log on and look at the breadth of varieties he has. They will have some questions. They can contact me on Gmail, and I'll get them an answer.
That's fantastic. And I know you're currently limited in the very beginning of what cuttings you have that are available. But I guess if there are other varieties that people have interest in, they can reach out to you. Maybe you'll have one or two of those varieties. I understand the trees that you're growing here may be a little bit younger. Some are more mature. So we'll definitely get that email address out to them and let them reach out to you for further questions.
Thank you.
What else can you guys share with our viewers? Thierry, is there any last notes that you would like to add?
Yes, I would like to add that I try to give on my site the key for identification of every variety with the fruit open, and the leaves. I mean, I try to make a pomology very precise to be sure that to have the right variety. It's very important to me.
So basically, when people grow out their cuttings that they receive from Figues du Monde for USA, and they have leaf patterns or the figs are ripening, they have an identification source from you directly to verify these are in fact the correct cuttings. And if there are issues, you have a source here in the United States that you can speak to for that type of support.
I also think it's terrific that Thierry has agreed to come over to our side of the pond, if you will, and play a role with the fig enthusiasts on our figs, such that we can trade information back and forth, and and continue to explore our passion, because that's really what it's all about. This is not a big moneymaker opportunity.
Personally, I know I've spoken to Thierry a couple times via email. Once in a while through Facebook, we've spoken, and he always has been so forthcoming to me with so much knowledge. And I think this is a great way for Thierry also to get more involved in the U.S. market, to provide some more of his, again, decades of experience to us. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your time. So if you guys like the video, I would appreciate hit that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.